I can tell that it's getting worse and worse and worse with my born again soul. It's harder to pray now than it used to. And it's more difficult now to study His Word like I used to love to study it, because all right, I start to study His Word, I want to get sleepy. I can take the Pickett County newspaper and read it from the front to the bottom and never get sleepy. I pick up His sweet Word and start to reading it, I want to get sleepy. Power of the flesh, power of the last days of Satan, you know. So it's, I'd sure love to get out of here and go home. But he don't get any instructions from me. I take instructions from him. So he'll let me know when he wants me to come home, but I'd sure love to get out of here and go home. Because I don't preach this because people it would cause some divisions probably among people. People believe different ways. But personally, I believe in my born again soul. I believe that we're living in the tribulation days.
Yeah.
I believe that we're in the tribulation days.
Yeah. Tell the truth. Bring it on, Grandpa.
You know, so that's the feeling of my born again soul. But I never.
Tell us your testimony, Grandpa.
You know, so well, number one, I lived a poor, pitiful, wicked sinner man for 26 years, 7 months, and 16 days. Some of the terriblest sufferings that a human being can go through with. It's the awfulest thing was ever heard tell of just about outside of hell, is to be a sinner. I was a sinner for 26 years and 7 months and 16 days. God and Jesus were just names to me. They were just history. Till long in about year 1950, I felt their presence. And my heart started beating fast, and I started choking in my throat, and I wanted to cry. Well, the thought come to me, a man with a wife and 3 children going around crying, they'll think he's ready for Longview. So I can control the crying, but I can't control the thumping of the heart and choking in the throat. And along with that come 2 thoughts to me that I'd never had. Thought number one, I would like to quit living like I'm living. Thought number 2, I would like to live right. I mean, actually, absolutely right. Caring nothing about joining in the church or anything. I would just like to live right. So it wasn't long after that till I was home one Sunday morning, and the Asbury Hour was on, and the country girls were singing Nancy and Esther, and I sitting out on the walk or the steps, which was made out of sandstone rock, that I remember. So I had my back turned towards the house, and Eldina had found the Asbury Hour, and she must have turned it up. So when the Asbury Hour is